Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Welcome back to our channel. So, Merry Christmas to all of you. I'm so excited. And we are going to do our final holiday makeup look for this 2023. And we're still continuing with our Morphe 35TE Taste the Season Artistry Unwrapped palette. So, this is still the eyeshadow palette that we are using. And this has been the eyeshadows that we have worked on for Tuesdays, and we are going to use these two palettes over here, the Take the Reins and the BYOB, and we are also going to use Nice List. Okay, very exciting. I'm so excited. So if you guys are ready like me, let's go and let's get started. All right guys, so we are now going to start with the other side of our eyelid. So I'm just gonna prime it with our Morphe concealer. This is the C1.55 shade. So I'm just gonna use that on my eyelid, and I'm going to use a sponge just to blend it. Okay, I want to make sure that I have it on my crease as well. Just want to add a bit more. And then going back to our 35TE Taste the Season palette, I'm going to use this, okay, to set our concealer. So I'm going to dip it into Laid Bare, into that Laid Bare shade to set our eyelid. Okay, and then just gonna put it all over my eyelid, and I want to make sure that I blend it on my crease as well. Okay, so now using our double-ended Sephora brush, I'm going to use I wanted to use the crease side first, and I'm going to dip it into Take the Reins shade over here. You guys can see it, that one there. And I'm going to dip my brush, and I'm just going to go over my crease, okay? Just a very, very light pressure on your brush. Just concentrating on that crease. If you have hooded eyes, you tilt your head back, and that will give you much space, and you can actually feel the crease, so you can lay your product more properly there. And take your time to blend. want to make sure that this side here is blended properly. And I want to bring it up to that brow bone, just this corner here, because it looks really good. Like, I like defining that. And then after that, the next step is optional. You don't have to do it. You can go straight into the nice lace shade. But I always love, when it comes to glitter or anything with shimmer, I always love to do cut crease so that I can bring that shade, I want that shade to really come out. I really want to emphasize it. So I'm just going to use the same concealer that we used earlier to prime our eyelid. And I'm just gonna, normally I do it here first. And then I look up and then it tells me exactly where to put it. See that? So I will just follow that. And then I'm just gonna buff the edge. To the brow bone. And then after that, the next step is optional. You don't have to do it. You can go straight into the nice lace shade. But I always love, when it comes to glitter or anything with shimmer, I always love to do cut crease so that I can bring that shade, I want that shade to really come out. I really want to emphasize it. So I'm just going to use the same concealer that we used earlier to prime our eyelid. And I'm just gonna, normally I do it here first. And then I look up and then it tells me exact. To the brow bone. And then after that, the next step is optional. You don't have to do it. You can go straight into the nice lace shade. But I always love, when it comes to glitter or anything with shimmer, I always love to do cut crease so that I can bring that shade, I want that shade to really come out. I really want to emphasize it. So I'm just going to use the same concealer that we used earlier to prime our eyelid. And I'm just gonna, normally I do it here first. And then I look up and then it tells me exactly where to put it. See that? So I will just follow that. to the brow bone. And then after that, the next step is optional. You don't have to do it. You can go straight into the nice lace shade. But I always love, when it comes to glitter, anything with shimmer, I always love to do cut crease so that I can bring that shade, you know, I want that shade to really come out. I really want to emphasize it. So I'm just going to use the same concealer that we used earlier to prime our eyelid, and I'm just gonna, normally I do it here first, and then I look up, and then it tells me exactly where to put it. See that? So I will just follow that. And then I'm just gonna buff the edge. Okay, so while that is still tacky, I'm gonna go and dip my Sephora. This is just a Sephora flat rounded brush, and I'm going to dip it into that nice laced shade over here, and then we're going to put it into that cut crease there where the concealer is, and just see how it just attaches into that. Like, it's so easy to put on that shade, and it just attaches itself into that concealer because it's still tacky. And I'm just going to drag it across towards the BYOB. We're finished with our eyeshadow. We finish it with some eyeliner and a little bit of mascara down at the bottom. So now we're going to do our blush on. So I'm just using the Huda Beauty Rebel Red Cheeky. It's a cheeky tint one, and I'm just gonna use a buffing brush from Mecca Cosmetica. So I normally just use this brush for my blush on, because I love how it does that. I normally do it here, but I realized that if I put it here down on my cheekbone, if I'm not smiling, see how it's low? So then I look old. So now I just do it on the high points of my cheek. So I'm just stomping it. And whatever is left on my brush, I just go inside. Just there. Okay. And then we're going to add our Bye Bye It Pours powder blush on. So I'm just gonna use an angled tapered brush, and I'm just going to go on top of that blush tint that I used earlier. And I always want it up here. And I'm gonna do the same thing for the other side. Okay. And then I wanted to do some lip liner. I wanted to use the one from NARS as well. Okay, so I'm gonna use the lip liner. I think this is just like the $2 eyeliner that I got from Priceline Pharmacy. So I've also contoured my lips because I've got very like thin lips. So I have contoured it just to emphasize it, see how it looks fuller. Alright guys, so this is now our final look. I really love that eyeshadow there. It's so easy to blend. This Artisty Unwrapped palette from Morphe, their holiday palette, is really worth the price and the investment. They're not very expensive at all. All the shades are very much pigmented, so you start, you start with a less product, and then you can build it from there, which is much easier, especially if you're a beginner, because it's easier to blend and easier to buff and move everything around. But other than that, I really love it. I enjoyed all the glitters and shimmers that they have from this palette. And like what I said, everything that has glitters or shimmer, I always do cut crease just to make sure that I can make that product come out so it looks better. So yeah, I really love it. It's got the New Year's vibe, so it's getting ready for the New Year's celebration. So hope you guys stay safe again. I'm gonna be seeing you next year. Isn't that amazing? We've had like a year of doing this makeup. So thank you guys, thank you everyone for your support. Although it's still a very new channel, but you guys are there and supporting me, and I would really love for you to put, any comments that you have, any suggestions that you have for me. I would really love to read them, so we can have a little bit of a chat and interactions down in the comment section. So yeah, hope to see more of you guys next year, and I cannot wait to do another makeup look and to play with another makeup with you guys for next year. So yeah, hope you enjoy this 2023, and I wish you all the best for 2024. And I wish everyone to have good health, peace, and love. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.